What's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, and today we have another makeup collection series. I know I had kind of stopped them for a little bit, but we're back into doing the makeup collection, and we are going to go through all of my powders this time in my makeup collection. So I got some loose powders and I also got some pressed powders. We'll kind of go through those separately, and then don't forget, towards the end of the video, I kind of just rate them on which ones are my most favorites and my least favorites on a scale of like 1 to 10 or however many I have. I think we're going to go ahead and get into the pressed powders first, just because I don't have as many in my collection. Okay, so the first one is the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. And this is what it looks like on the inside. It's just like, okay, so this is just like a white, like translucent. I don't know. Do we consider translucent powders white ones? Because I feel like for me, translucent is like skin color, flesh color one. But I say translucent for like, that's what I call a translucent one, but then white ones, I'm just like, that's a white powder. But anyways, so this is a white powder. It's supposed to be, for all skin tone, for all skin types. It's supposed to be for all, like, universal for any skin color. I like to use this personally. I like to pop this in my bag for touch-ups. If I'm getting a little bit oily, I like to just kind of blot it. And I think it came with a sponge, but I like to just stuff a powder puff. I like to just kind of stick one back there, and then I will just grab some, and then I'll just kind of touch up. So I'll kind of grab here, and let's just say like, I'm touching up, so I'll put some like right here and touch up kind of in like the areas that get a little bit oily. And then I'll kind of just go like kind of into my T-zone and blot. And as you can see, even though it looks really white, it like, blends in with your makeup. And I feel like it does a pretty good job of kind of just like touching up and getting rid of like the super greasy and oily areas. I really do actually like this powder for touch-ups when I am on the go. The next one is this Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. And sorry if you guys can't really see it because it has that CVS sticker, that's one thing I don't like about CVS, is that they put like those like CVS stickers like blot in the middle of like the packaging, which makes it like, I don't know, it's just kind of an eyesore. But as always, you guys will have the product attached above. But this is just a translucent, like basically banana powder. It kind of looks really white, but it is like a light banana color. And I actually do really like this. I like this for like a finishing powder. I've used it a few times. I haven't used it too many, but I actually really do like it. And I like to use it on the T-zone and under the eyes. I think it's like really a nice, like lightweight, but it's also a really nice finishing powder. Then I have this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette Contour one in Caramel Toffee. And this one does come with like a banana yellow powder right here. This one, and honestly, I love this banana powder. I feel like it is just really soft, and I really love using it for under the eye to brighten up. I'm a sucker for a banana powder, so I actually really do love this. Then I have the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, and this is in the color NC30. Okay, and this is actually a powder that can be used by itself, or it can be used on top of things. I know a lot of people use this as itself for a foundation. I personally have never done that, but I like to use it kind of like, sometimes I'll take it in my bag for touch-ups, or sometimes I just like to use it as a finishing powder, or when I want a little bit of extra coverage. Or for example, if you just want to use like a concealer and put this on, this is a great powder there. It's just, I love it because it's really versatile and you can use it many different ways. The next one is the Charlotte Tilbury, and this is honestly, I don't know exactly what it's called, but y'all, this is just like the trial version in the shade medium. I think it's like the finishing powder or something like that. Let me show you guys. Okay, absolutely. Okay, so I bought the trial size because I wanted to try it, like the small version. And whenever I want to buy a product from Sephora that's a little bit more on the pricier side, I usually try the small ones first to see if I'm actually going to like them. And then I will go in, if I absolutely love it, I'll go ahead and go in and buy the bigger one, like I'll splurge. This was a little hefty for the price tag. Even like the little like small size I thought was a little expensive, but I am absolutely loving this pressed powder. I use it as like a finishing powder. Once I'm done, I kind of just put it in all the areas, and I also love using it under the eye. However, I will say for under the eye, I like medium, the shade medium for all over my face, but for under the eye, I think I'm gonna get a lighter color, but absolutely love this. It does live up to its name of being like a flawless like powder. absolutely love this for a pressed powder. So if you're looking for something, I know it's a little bit of a splurge, but it's definitely worth it. Okay, next up, we are gonna go in with all of the loose powders. I'm a sucker for loose powders, so I have quite a few. So the first one I have is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana. And as I was telling you guys, I am a sucker for a banana powder. So this is just, let me show you guys if you guys can see. This is a banana powder and it is so nice and honestly such a good deal for what you are paying. If you're looking for a banana powder and you are looking not to break the bank, but you want something good quality, definitely would recommend this. You are getting a lot of product for the price, so I would absolutely recommend this. Another one that is also from the drugstore is this Air Spun Loose Face Powder, and this is in the shade Honey Beige. Okay, this is like an OG. I think a lot of people, when this first came out, use this. This, I would say, is for a loose powder. I feel like it's a little bit more on the thinner side. It's not as thick as maybe my Wet n Wild Photo Focus one. So if you don't like something that's as thick as that, you want something a little bit more lightweight, but still a good loose powder, I feel like this is a good option for you. I believe they have different shades. This is just kind of the shade I have. This shade, even though it says Honey Beige, I feel like it's more on the peachy side. At least that's how it comes off on my skin tone. I do like this one. I just don't think it's one of my favorites anymore just because I have so many other favorites. However, this one, I still reach for it occasionally. This was a classic for me. Like back when I first started doing my makeup, I would reach for this so much. So I don't think it's bad for the price that you're paying. You're also getting a lot of product for this as well. Then we have this other one from the drugstore. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. This is a light pink. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh. Okay, so we just spilled a bunch of powder on my dining table. That will be fun to clean up later. I'm getting a bunch of powder all over my shirt. But this is a powder from the drugstore. It's light pink, so it's kind of gonna give you that like that light pink under eye. I'll be honest, a lot of people really like that light pink under eye. I think I haven't found the powder yet that I really love to do that because I don't really get the hype about like that whole like, I guess trend you could say, but maybe it's just because I haven't found the right powder. So let me know in the comments below if there's like a pink powder that you love to use for your under eyes. Which one is it? Because I haven't found one that I love yet. So I originally got this one and this is just, I don't know, to me it doesn't really spark me as anything special. I just feel like it's okay. It is a very thin powder and for my under eyes or something like that, I like something a little bit more thicker. Honestly, it's just, I'll use it up, but it's not anything special in my collection. Then another OG favorite for me personally is this Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder Banana. And I want to say this is, I think it comes in new packaging now because this is so old. I think this was probably my first banana powder I ever purchased. And I absolutely love this. I love, you know, like the color. I love the way it looks. I love the way it makes my makeup look. I feel like it does control the oil when I'm using it on like my T-zone to set. Absolutely love this. The only downside to this is I hate this container. Like I feel like I don't like this because I prefer something that has like a bigger cap like this where I can put my powder here. That's the only thing I don't like, but I think this is a great powder. And I believe they come in a bunch of different other shades as well. Okay, so this powder is the Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder in the shade Oat Translucent. I'll be honest, this is the new powder in my collection. This is like, I think one of the newest powders. As you can see, it's still not even opened. I haven't used this yet. I actually bought this at TJ Maxx because I was just curious. I was like, you know what, let me try a new powder out. So I have no idea how this works, if it's good or not. It looks, just looking at it from straight out of from the container, it looks like it's gonna be a thinner powder. So it looks like it might be similar to the e.l.f. one. Hopefully it's a little bit better though. So we'll see how it works out. Okay, then I have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And this is in the small, like travel or like smaller sample size. Okay, so this powder, I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't want to open these up too much because I don't want them spilling. But this is more of, I would say like a finer, like loose powder. Like it's a little bit more on the lightweight side. I've heard a lot of people rave about the Hourglass brand, especially this powder. And I'll be completely honest, I didn't get the hype about it. I've tried it a few times. I'll probably keep trying it a little bit more, but I just felt like this didn't provide, like I feel like a lot of people hyped this up and said that it provided like a really flawless finish to the skin. For me, I felt like my skin, it didn't do anything like amazing to it. If anything, I kind of almost felt like it made my skin look a little bit more chalky, like my makeup. So for that reason, I didn't really like this. I don't know, maybe it's meant for someone with different skin type, like maybe a dry skin type or something like that. But for me, as somebody with oily skin, I didn't really like how this looked on my skin. Okay, and last but not least, I actually have these in 2 different shades. These are the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powders, and these are the loose ones. So this one is in the shade Banana Bread. This is by far my holy grail for my collection. I absolutely love this shade. I just love, love, love the way it looks under the eye, all over the face. It just makes your makeup look so seamless, and your face is just gonna look like your imperfections are going to be like you are not gonna be seeing them. And I love the container, how it has like the mesh so all of the product doesn't come flying out, because some of my loose powders don't have that and a lot of the product comes flying out. So let me just show you guys real quick. Like this Wet n Wild photo focus one, I don't know if you guys can see, but it has the big like holes and all the product comes flying out. So I love, love, love the way that's set up so that not all the product comes out, but absolutely love, love, love this. If there is one thing in this whole video that you take from this, please get this literal powder because it is so amazing and your skin is going to look amazing. Like your makeup is going to look really flawless. Literally need to buy this. And in the shade of Banana Bread, at least for my skin type, I really, really love Banana Bread. I also got a travel size, like a smaller one in the shade Pound Cake. And I'll be honest, I'm not really digging the Pound Cake shade. I just don't really like it. I feel like it's way too light for me, and I don't, I thought it was gonna brighten up a lot more, and it obviously is lighter, but I just really don't like it. And even right now when I'm tan or when I'm lighter, I still didn't really like it. So I don't think I'm gonna repurchase the Pound Cake shade just because I don't really like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in and rating them on what I think based off of, my thoughts and opinions. So for the pressed powders, we have 5 pressed powders. I'm just gonna go ahead and rate them from worst to best. So 5 being the worst and then number 1 being the best in my opinion. Okay, in the 5th spot, I'm gonna go ahead and put the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring one. Nice banana powder, affordable, but there's just other ones in my collection that I love a little bit more. Number 4, we're gonna go ahead and put the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. Great for touch-ups, but I think in my collection, we just have some other ones that do a little bit more than just touch-ups. So for that reason, number 4. Number 3, I'm gonna put the Studio Mac Fix Plus. I think this is great because you can use it not only for touch-ups, but you can use it on top of your concealer for like a full face. So really, really pretty. Second, I just love the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder because it's just a nice, thin, affordable, translucent powder that you can use as a finishing powder as well. And last but not least, although she's priced, the Charlotte Tilbury powder. This one is great. It's just going to make your makeup look seamlessly blended and it's just going to give you a really flawless finish. Okay, and for the loose powders, we have a total of 8 loose powders and I'm just going to go ahead and rank them from least to my most favorite. The first one is going to be this Beauty Bakery Flour Setting Powder. I'm going to put this in the last spot just because I haven't tried it, so don't feel like it's fair for me to rank it higher if I haven't actually tried it. Then number 7, we are going to put the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder. I just don't think this is anything special. Yeah, it's just nothing special to be honest. In the 6th spot, I'm going to put the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I just didn't like the way this made my makeup look. I felt like I looked a little too chalky. It's for my oily skin type, so yeah. Then in the 5th spot, I'm going to put the Airspun Loose Face Powder. This is a great product. It's affordable. It has a lot of product. So if you're looking for something affordable, not trying to break the bank, but you still want a lot of product, this is a good one. Another good one that if you are not trying to break the bank and you're going to get a lot of product and really good actual coverage is going to be the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana Powder. And in 3rd spot, we're going to put the Huda Beauty, specifically the one in the shade Pound Cake, just because the only reason I'm putting it in the 3rd spot is literally because of the color. I don't really like the color on me. However, it's actually a good quality product. The 2nd spot, we're going to put the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in Banana. This is a great product if you are looking for a banana powder that is affordable. I think this is going to work really nicely. And I think they also have a bunch of different shades. So in case this isn't something you want, you can find another shade that is going to work just as good for you. And last but not least, the Huda Beauty Banana Bread Easy Bake Setting Powder. Amazing. If you want your makeup to look flawless, you should definitely try this. So yeah, guys, those are actually all of my pressed powders and my loose setting powders. So let me know in the comments below which loose or pressed powders are your favorites. I'm curious to know what other people are using, and I would like to maybe try some new ones that I haven't already yet tried. And also don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.